de Beat 100.9. El día de hoy estamos con este proyecto, el cual ha formado parte esencial de la música electrónica en México. Showtek, guys, how are you today?
Good. We are good. We are excited, and we are looking forward. So, what 2 weeks from now, EDC?
Yeah,
2 weeks. A couple
I'm
of
ready
weeks.
to come back, and I'm going to stay a little longer because I love Mexico. I was in Cancun last month for a couple of days in the sun, and yeah, I have to say it's one of my favorite places in the world to go to, and everybody is so nice and happy.
And you deserve long vacations here in Mexico.
Well, we worked a lot, so we kind of need a holiday.
Yeah, after the album 360 Yellow, it's such an amazing album.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's just one.
That's only the first one.
Yeah, it's the first one. So, man,
Yeah.
I was listening to all the tracks and I could like identify all the actual sounds that you were evolving between times. So it's like the combination of everything that you have done in the past years. And for me, it was like emotional.
That's
thank
nice
you.
to hear.
Oh, that means a lot. Thank you so much.
Oh, thanks to you guys. What was your inspiration behind that album?
Well, there's a couple things. I think the first as artists and producers, we always, our heads always already in the next like decision and next project. But of course, we also have our fan base, so we felt like, okay, we always do different styles, and we have so many different sounds over the last 10 years, like hardstyle and some techno and EDM and big room. So we were like, why don't we categorize the albums in primary colors, and yellow will be more EDM sound, and then the next one, blue, will be more a hardstyle album that will be only hardstyle, so we can really tailor make something for our fans and our listeners that is easy, like, oh, blue is hardstyle, yellow is the EDM, and then the next one, green. I mean, we're doing green and red as well, probably. Like we'll talk about that later.
Well, but that's also the reason why we do two sets at EDC. We will do the main stage and we'll do the hardstyle stage. So you can hear both sounds. And the title 360, it kind of like, it's not only the versatile sound that we are representing as Showtek, it also kind of like symbolizes the circle of like how we started as kids, being free in the studio without anybody telling us what to do or how we should produce something. And that's the mindset that we went back into the studio after the pandemic. We were like, we want to be free again. We want to just do whatever we feel like as artists. So it felt like the circle was round and we could start over again. So 360 symbolizes also that. So both the freedom and the versatile sound that Showtek represents these days,
When I was hearing the album, I was thinking about the 360 representing the whole project, traveling around the world, changing the sound and coming back to the roots. Because for us, your hardstyle fandom, it's just crazy here. And we were like, what they are doing a hardstyle set beside the normal set? We were in shock. We were never expecting this kind of emotion here in Mexico.
Yeah,
that's
so
awesome.
So yeah, we are very happy to play. I think the hardstyle show is on the Friday, and the EDM set is on the Sunday.
Yeah.
And so
on Wasteland, most likely. Yeah.
But the good news is we've been working like, so we can also premiere like new songs there. For the album, because we're gonna drop the hardstyle album probably in May this year.
May, wow.
Blue 360 Blue, so we can try some new songs that we haven't played anywhere yet in Mexico.
For the hardstyle fans in Mexico who are excited to see us, you're gonna hear some unreleased albums.
And if they go really crazy, we have to play one on the main stage again, of course.
I can tell that if you play on main stage any of your ideas of hardstyle, it's gonna be blowing the actual main stage.
I know, but we the thing is, so it's hard. Like, I think as a person, everybody can relate. It's like you don't eat like pasta every day, but you love pasta, but you want like variety. So if you're in the studio and you do hardstyle every day, it's just like, it's a little exhausting, So the studio, we can also have a drum and bass there, like, and then the next day the hardstyle is more exciting if you have variety, So we also with our shows, it will be like that. Like, it's for us, it has. If we're not excited, the fans are going to feel that. So we have to be genuine and excited for the fans to feel the realness,
What I'm really excited about besides the shows?
What?
some real tacos, because we are in LA right now, and they have amazing this is street food, but there nothing beats
El
tacos,
Pastor. Yeah.
So
Tacos
I
al
know
pastor, yeah.
last time we were in Mexico City, it was a while ago. We had I think it was EDC as well, and we
Mhm.
had the catering backstage. Was so insane.
We're like eating.
I ate like 12 tacos. I was just eating tacos and tacos. So I'm gonna run 1 week before the shows. I'm gonna run like 2 marathons. I feel skinny, and I can go eat in Mexico.
Yeah, I can tell you're not gonna be eating anything for the last before
Uh,
2 days
uh,
coming to Mexico for that day to come and eat everything.
some tacos and salsa verde is my life is complete.
Salsa verde. That's the thing, because here we're dividing between the red sauce, the salsa roja, and the salsa verde. But I think personally, salsa verde.
Yes,
salsa verde
definitely.
is definitely no. That's not making it difficult. It's the best.
Yeah.
There's no comparison with salsa verde.
I know.
Now about drinks.
We're boring, man. We're a little boring.
No, I only like wine or champagne, like sparkling wines. Actually, there's really good cavas that I like. I had in Mexico, and then I do like beer, but we don't drink hard liquor. We're really boring. We're not really rock and roll.
No, not anymore.
It's okay. It's cool. It's cool. Well, yeah, if you had the chance, the best tequila, I think
I know,
here in Mexico.
No.
But it's hard for me to appreciate it because I don't know enough about it.
Okay, so if you don't take care, maybe you
when we see you at the festival, if you come, you can give us a real we can toast.
Yeah, for sure. I can tell you that if we see each other in EDC, tequila's on me.
Okay, that's good.
Good.
Now, talking about your music, here in Mexico, you're one of the biggest exponents in electronic music, from going from big room house to your new stages of actual kind of a mix of tech house with house. It's such an amazing going from Cannonball and Boya that it's still at this time one of the most played songs here in the station. How do you feel that it's part of now this journey?
It's a good question. We're first of all very proud of that people still like our songs, and we hear them in the soccer stadiums and the football and the hockey. Like everybody always sends videos. So every day, people on our Instagram send our old songs that are 10 or 15 years old, sometimes even. I think for us, our career is one big story and one adventure, and those songs play a big role for us that also inspired us to continue and to believe in doing what is good for us and what we like and what we believe in, because at that time that sound was like still new, but we were like thinking like, oh, let's do like reggae and EDM and a bit of drum and bass and make like fuse that into like a song. And that was very refreshing for us, but we just do it out of passion. And then to see that hundreds of millions of people are listening to that still is like, that's, yeah. What else do you want? Like, you want to be healthy and happy, and it gives us a lot of happiness. So that's that's amazing.
Yeah, that's right. And actually, in 360 Yellow, you were able to collaborate again with some of the same artists, right? Like Sonny Wilson, like OK, and putting that sound into the actual album.
Yeah, but it was fun for us to working with OK or with Steve Aoki. Like it was fun to kind of go back, but do something different, because it's too easy to go back and try to recreate, but actually people think it's easy, but like recreating is not creative anymore. We want to do something totally new, something fresh, something challenging as well, because if you're an artist, you want to have you're competing with yourself, right? Yeah, and we're not competing with any other artists. Like we just want to do what we want to do, and that's what tells our story. So we want to go to the studio with like a blank canvas, and we just started painting again, but with the same artist. But every artist that we work with, they also grow, so they have new experiences, they have new stories to tell, and I think there's way more to come. And to be really honest, I think the Yellow is we're really proud of it. But for example, we played at Climax last November, and we played some new hardstyle songs, and the internet blew up. It was the biggest thing that we've seen in a while. So I think with the next album it's going to call Blue. So 360 Blue is the hardstyle edition. It's going to go wild. And what we're trying to do is, because we want to be part of our career. So we're going to do a few like big solos in like some big cities. To play like hardstyle shows as well. And hopefully Mexico will be part of it, because I know the Mexican fan base is so crazy. They're so diehard. They're so loyal. So for me, playing EDC, yes, or for us, it's going to be great. But for what we really want to do is put our own Showtek show, like after, you know, and get all the Mexican fans hyped up after EDC.
I think we'll have a lot of songs. We have a lot of songs. I'm still gonna play you 5 seconds of a song, but maybe we shouldn't.
They just like, okay, maybe we're ready. If you want, we're ready.
No,
you want to do it?
No, I was gonna do it.
maybe at the end.
Maybe.
No, there's a lot of songs coming, and as well, so the Dead album will be released in around May, and then we're looking for another part 3 will be Red, and that will be probably around
September,
October.
But that's gonna be totally different.
Yes,
but
one sound from another.
Refreshing.
But if you put everything together in one show, in one big performance, you have a really cool show because it's going to be very diverse.
We can't wait to hear all the actual tracks combining in one set. By the things that you're telling about the 360 Blue, we are excited because from our perspective, the past few years can be a key point here in the hardstyle actual fan base in Mexico. It has been growing for the past 3-4 years, and a lot of people is accepting this sound that is actually emblematic on the electronic music. So I can tell that if you bring out a show of hardstyle, we're gonna be more than happy to be there.
Oh yeah,
awesome.
No, it's actually everywhere. Like it used to be. I'm not gonna mention something, but when we kind of shifted from like hardstyle to EDM, people were afraid that on the main stages we're gonna play hardstyle because they were, oh, it cannot be played here. You can't play it, and we were like, what?
But it's part of EDM now.
But
it's
now,
not like.
But now it's like, you know, Chesto even plays hardstyle at the end. You know, Timmy Trumpet started to play hardstyle. So for us, as like, you know, who it's in our DNA, it's in our sound, it's our signature. I think it's a perfect timing to add it to our show again, and we got the fans excited very authentically, you know.
And we have to be honest. After like FTS is like 17 years old, we're like we need some new songs now that like, you know, people can talk about in 10 years again. Yeah. Also, we still love that song, but we like, okay, now we want to play some new stuff, like some new hardstyle, like Showtek things as well, you know.
It's because that's the key, that you have the signature on your tracks, but it's a completely new sound. And I can tell that by listening on your last album, you have that new sound, but keeping that signature of Showtek. And I think that's the best. If that's for all the albums, I can tell you it's going to be a bestseller.
I think there's always a sound and like a melody and then a vocal like vibe. That's just like the feeling is kind of the same always. So if you listen to Slow Down, like our EDM song, like that's 14 years old, it's called Slow Down because it was first a harder like style song. It was first 145 BPM, and we just slowed it down and we called it Slow Down. But it's basically, if that would have been a different kick drum, that would have been a hardstyle song almost.
But that's also the reason why it kind of worked, because when we kind of shifted from hardstyle to EDM, we used all the hardstyle experiences and all the knowledge into like house, right? So we slowed it down, and then guys like David Guetta and Tiesto were like, "Hey, wait, what? They were playing it at festivals, and it became like a harder house, right?" Yeah, and that was a time for us to focus on that, and it really helped us. And the pandemic happened, everybody was a little bit like, "Oh, what's the world? What am I gonna do?" And then we realized, like, okay, let's just go back and have fun. And if you have fun and you're really behind your own project and behind your own like.
Dreams. Stand behind what you do and be passionate and then I don't want this to be like a speech, but like, you know, it's just more if you believe in it and you do it really from passion, then people can hear that. I believe in that very strongly.
It's completely, I agree with you completely. You were telling that at the beginning of the interview, that not worrying about what people are gonna think, not worrying about the festival, just worrying about your feelings in the music and the fun that you were bringing when you started the actual project. It's something that is reflected with the people and with your music, and it's something that everyone should be trying to take care of.
Yeah, we're also not looking too much at the current industry. Like we're very inspired by producers like Sub-Zero Project and stuff, and D-Star. Like those guys are amazing producers, so they definitely also inspired us to like think about hardstyle again, like as something that has evolved. So it's very inspiring and it's very important. But we also like look at like, okay, we want to have a Showtek sound, you know? Like I know the sound's pretty hard and fast, but we're still going to do our own thing. It's not going to be you're gonna hear like it can go along with the other sounds, but it's still our own sound, our signature.
That's so cool. So we can't wait to see you here in EDC Mexico. And if you have the chance to bring the show of the 360 Blue here, we're gonna be more than happy to be there. Anything that you want to say to your Mexican fans?
Well, thank you first of all for being amazing fans and loyal fans, and like your smiles, like literally every time we're in Mexico, everybody's smiling. There's a really good energy, and we love the spirit. So thanks for all the support for the last 20 years already.
Yeah. So thank you for your kindness and for your loyalty, and we can look forward. We just can't wait for it. So thank you so much, and yeah, we'll see you at EDC. And for the rest, you should have to show up. Otherwise, you'll definitely miss something. So
perfect. So, thank you so much, guys, for taking the time.
Yeah. I like the energy.
Yeah.
We'll see you soon. Okay.
See you soon. Yeah, that's for sure.
Ciao, ciao.
Cheers.
See ya.
Bye.